There is an old wooden house on a quiet street in Kyoto. It is 7 in the morning and the air is very peaceful. A 60-year-old woman gently opens her wooden closet. She does not look stressed or rushed. She reaches for a soft linen shirt that has natural creases. She puts it on and looks incredibly elegant without using a hot iron. Now imagine a completely different morning in a modern Western city. The alarm clock rings violently and a young woman jumps out of bed. She pulls a synthetic shirt from her closet and sees a tiny wrinkle. Panic sets in instantly because she is already late. She pulls out a heavy ironing board and plugs in the iron. She stands there sweating, trying to force the fabric to be perfectly flat. These two women are getting ready for work, but their mornings are completely different. This massive difference has nothing to do with being rich. What if the difference between a stressful morning and a peaceful morning is just one daily habit? Western society has taught you that a single wrinkle means you are lazy. You were taught that you must look like a stiff plastic mannequin to be respected. How many hours of your life have you wasted standing over a hot ironing board? Your hatred for ironing is absolutely not your fault. You are simply trapped in a highly toxic fashion system. For decades, the fast fashion industry has sold us cheap, synthetic materials. These artificial fabrics look terrible when they are washed. They require extreme heat and heavy pressing just to look normal. The industry created a problem, and then they sold you the heavy iron as the solution. They trained you to punish your clothes and punish yourself. You come home after a long day of work, and you stare at a pile of wrinkled clothes. The pile sits in the corner of your bedroom like a heavy, dark cloud. You tell yourself you are lazy because you do not want to iron. But your biology knows that spending your limited free time pressing synthetic fabric is a complete waste of energy. In Japan, true elegance is found in the quiet principle of essentialism. You fix a problem by quietly removing the things that cause friction. Japanese women maintain a chic look by changing their relationship with perfection. They follow an ancient philosophy called Wabi-Sabi. Wabi-Sabi is the beautiful art of finding deep beauty in natural imperfection. In the Western world, we want everything to look perfectly new and flat forever. But Japanese culture respects the natural life of an object. A shirt with natural soft creases is considered more beautiful than a stiff, artificially flat shirt. When you force a piece of clothing to be perfectly flat, you make it look rigid and uncomfortable. Wabi-Sabi teaches us to embrace the raw texture of nature. This is why Japanese minimalists build their wardrobes using only natural, breathing fabrics. They use raw cotton, heavy linen, and natural hemp. These materials are alive and they move with your body. When you wash a linen shirt, it dries with beautiful, gentle waves. These waves are not messy wrinkles. They show that you are a relaxed person who does not need to force perfection. When you start buying natural linen, you suddenly realize that you do not need the heavy iron anymore. The iron becomes a useless object that you can throw in the trash. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and knowing you never have to iron again. The heavy mental weight simply disappears. If this gentle approach has changed how you view your wardrobe, please subscribe to our channel. We will continue to dismantle heavy Western routines and rebuild a life of true peace. The secret to this look lies in how you treat your clothes when they are wet. The Japanese approach to laundry is incredibly gentle. When you wash your linen clothes, you do not put them in a hot drying machine. A heavy drying machine destroys the natural fibers and creates ugly, sharp creases. Instead, you take the wet shirt in your hands and gently shake it. This simple motion removes the sharp wrinkles and leaves only the soft waves. Then, you place the shirt on a thick wooden hanger. You let the natural air and the quiet power of gravity do the rest of the work. When it is completely dry, it has a beautiful, lived-in texture. You are working with nature, instead of violently fighting against it with a hot iron. The unironed wabi-sabi aesthetic works best when you understand the Japanese rule of the silhouette. Western fashion is often very tight and squeezes the body. When a tight shirt is wrinkled, it looks terrible because it pulls against your skin. But Japanese fashion focuses on negative space and clothes that flow away from the body. They use wide trousers, oversized shirts, and long jackets. When your clothes have this beautiful volume, the natural creases look like high fashion. Letting go of your ironing board is not just a simple fashion trick. It is a profound psychological release from toxic perfectionism. When you put on a naturally textured shirt, you are sending a powerful message to your brain. You are whispering that you are good enough exactly as you are. You do not need to hide your natural shape. When you stop fighting your clothes, you stop fighting yourself. To make this wardrobe truly effortless, you must also simplify your colors. Japanese minimalists choose a very quiet, earthy color palette. They use soft whites, deep charcoal grays, natural beige, and quiet navy blues. When your entire closet consists of natural fabrics in these quiet colors, everything matches perfectly. You can close your eyes, pick a pair of wide linen trousers and a soft cotton top, and you will look polished. Your clothes become a simple, beautiful uniform that supports your daily life. You start to see your wardrobe as a trusted friend, not a demanding boss. You are reclaiming your time, your energy, and your true style. Refusing to iron is an act of deep self-respect. You are choosing your own peace over the exhausting rules of modern society. Walk away from the chaotic noise of Western expectations. Embrace the quiet, incredibly powerful engine of natural imperfection to find lasting peace.